Picture this. Elon Musk wakes up tomorrow and could literally buy all of Greece twice. That's not a joke. By lunch, he'd still have billions left over. We're talking about the 100 billion club, the handful of humans whose piggy banks can outmuscle entire countries. Yeah, actual countries. It's not just Musk. Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Larry Page, these guys' fortunes rival the GDPs of places like Hungary, Portugal, and New Zealand. And the numbers just keep climbing. Let's set the scene. The GDP of Greece in 2026? About $380 billion. That's every dollar made in a year by 10 million people. Now compare that to Musk, sitting on $789.9 billion. His fortune is twice the size of Greece's whole economy. But it gets wilder. Larry Page, co-founder of Google, has $311.7 billion. That's 90 billion more than Hungary's GDP. Ever wondered what $311.7 billion buys? Try 311.7 million brand new iPhones. Almost every American gets one free upgrade day. That's not even the craziest part. Sergey Brin, Larry's Google partner, could give every person on Earth 7 Big Macs and still have billions left. Portugal hustles all year for $270 billion. Sergey Brin beats that just by checking his investment app. Zuckerberg nearly matches it too. Now let's talk Jeff Bezos. $278.5 billion. That's more than everything New Zealand produces in an entire year. If Bezos' fortune was split among all Americans, each person would walk away with $844. That's a new iPhone for everyone, with fries on the side. Mark Zuckerberg isn't far behind. $226.5 billion. That's almost Portugal's entire yearly hustle, but in one hoodie-wearing guy. And what could Mark buy with that? How about 28 cheeseburgers for every single living human? That's a lot of cheese, guys. Larry Ellison clocks in at $226.1 billion, almost as much as New Zealand's GDP. Stack his cash in football fields and you'd stretch from Paris to Rome. That's 226 100 fields. Enough for every NFL game in history to be played at once. Try running those stadium snacks. But let's not forget Bernard Arnault, $193.9 billion, nearly as much as Hungary's entire economy. And with that, he could put almost 2 million Teslas on the road. Warren Buffett has $147.5 billion. That's over half of Portugal's GDP. If he spent it all on $1 burgers, you'd get 18 burgers for every person alive. Okay, pause. What does all this even look like lined up together? Here's the richest people versus a handful of countries bar for bar. See how your country stacks up. Notice something? 7 tech billionaires could outbid Greece, Portugal, Hungary, and New Zealand combined. That's not sci-fi. That's 2026. But it gets even stranger. Add up the net worth of the world's top 8 billionaires, it's more than the yearly economy of 150 entire countries. Read that again, 150. So, how does a fortune like Musk's even feel? Imagine 789,900 Olympic pools, each holding $1 million. Those pools would stretch from LA to New York twice. Or visualize Larry Ellison's money as football fields. Enough for every person in a city the size of Richmond, Virginia, to each own their own turf. If Sergey Brin cashed out and bought nothing but Big Macs, you could feed all of Asia a burger daily for over a month. Insane, right? And yet, for all this wealth, there's a catch. These fortunes mostly exist as stock, zeros and ones on screens. They're powerful, but not exactly Scrooge McDuck cash you can swim in. Still, the scale is jaw-dropping. Imagine being richer than whole nations. Hard to wrap your head around? That's the new normal among the mega-rich. Here's the twist. These billionaires' wealth is growing way faster than most countries' economies. The gap isn't closing, it's exploding. Amazingly, in just the last decade, these fortunes have tripled. Meanwhile, most small countries' economies barely budged. So next time you hear richest person in the world, don't picture just a billionaire. Picture someone with the earning power of a whole nation, maybe even two. These mega fortunes may be zeros and ones, but their impact, real as it gets. Countries, companies, whole industries, all within reach of the 100 billion club. And if you ever wonder what the line between country and company looks like, just remember, Musk could buy Greece for breakfast and have enough left for dessert.